What's up, everybody? Getting into this episode of GH. This episode was a hot mess. Let me tell you something. That little bartender at the Metro Court pool, he would have got fired. I'm gonna tell you right now, I would have fired his ass on the spot if I was Nina. Because let me tell you something. I understand people don't like Nina. I get that, and I understand that the employees at the Metro Court don't like her because they know about her history. They're loyal to Olivia and Carly. I get it, but Nina's now their boss, and they have to show that level of respect. Nina was not rude to him. She was nothing. She simply asked him, "Can you be a server? Like you're a bartender, but can you be a server? Can you cover a shift?" He was acting a whole ass. Like he showed his ass. Bad mouthing her, talking about, "Oh, I don't work for you. I work for Carly." Sir, Carly is no longer an owner of this establishment. Like, I would have told him. If I was Nina, I would have straight up told him, "You better check your ass at the door when you come up in here. Check your attitude at the door, or you could bounce right on up out of here. And this will be the last paycheck you get from me." I'm just saying. Because ain't no employee gonna talk to me like that. I'm just gonna put it out there. Like, you would never. Your ass would have been fired and bounced up out of there so fast. Whoo. I swear for the Lord. Nina better than me because I wouldn't have had that shit. But I'm pretty sure if Nina tried to fire any staff member that worked here, Olivia probably gonna push back on it. Olivia definitely gonna push back on it. But you know what? Sonny came in there and he told the boy, he was like, "Yeah, I don't think you should be talking to your boss like that." And the boy apologized or whatever, because he claimed, "Oh, I'm having some family issues or whatever." I don't give a damn what your family issues are. You better check that attitude at the door. Cause I'm gonna tell you right now, a paycheck is better than no check, and that's what you're about to end up with. Cause you ain't about to talk to me like that. It'll be a whole different ball game if I would see. This is why they can't have me on that show. Cause I would go off script so fast. I would have to move them words around. Cause it's like no. We not gonna talk to me like that. I would have had to hand that boy his ass. I would have had to. Cause this is what you're not gonna do. Uh, that's what you're not gonna do. So of course, Nina was upset by Sonny intervening and stuff like that. And Sonny basically gave her the real. Sonny was like, "Listen, I'm gonna always be straight up with you. I'm gonna always be honest with you, whether you like it or not." And he was like, "If you don't like it, I don't see how we can move forward." Because he basically told her, he was like, "Listen, it was your idea to buy Carly's half of the hotel. You knew it was gonna be some pushback. You knew Olivia was gonna have an issue with it. You knew the staff was gonna have an issue with it. You knew there was gonna be constant issues, and you still chose to keep your 50%. Even when he said, 'Oh, you should sell it,' she was like, 'No, I'm not selling nothing.' Okay, well, this is what you're gonna have to deal with from now on. Until you either get new staff or you get the existing staff to learn how to respect you and tolerate you or whatever and like you. I mean, they don't even have to like her. They just have to respect her as their boss. But until she can get that understanding with that staff, this is what you're gonna have to deal with every day." And Sonny was just telling her the real, and she didn't like it. And that's the problem with people. Every time you try to tell somebody the real, they don't want to hear it. They try to cut you off. Like, "I don't even want to hear that," because you don't want to hear the truth. And Sonny told no lies. This is what you chose. You bought her half of the hotel. This is what you have to deal with. Don't get me wrong. It's not right for any staff member to disrespect their boss. But at the same time, she knew what it was when she signed up for this. Like, you knew. Like, come on now. So basically, she was trying to put it out there to Sonny, like, "Oh, I just need you to support me. You don't have to support every decision that I make." I mean, that's fine. That if you want a partner that's supportive, that's fine. I get that. But he's not going to be her yes man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's what Nina's looking for, she barking up the wrong tree. Because that's some shit. Ain't no real man about to be their woman's yes man. Like, they just going to follow behind your bullshit and preach it like it's gospel. It's not going to go down that way. Like, they going to tell you when you're wrong. Any real man, any real friend, any real partner going to tell you that. You're wrong, you're wrong. If you're right, you're right. In this case, he got to put it out there. He got to let you know about yourself. Because she's sitting there, you wouldn't have done this if it was Carly or whatever. Madam, this is her problem. She need to stop comparing herself to Carly so much. Everything that comes out of Nina's mouth always goes back to Carly. That's her issue. It always finds its way to Carly's doorstep. I'm like, sweetie, everything is not about Carly. You're making everything about her. Like, the woman is living rent free in your damn brain, and you need to evict her from your brain. Like, file that eviction notice, give her a 30-day eviction, and get her out your brain. That's all I'm saying. Because everything is Carly this, Carly, Carly, Carly. Like, this is not the Brady Bunch. Marsha, Marsha, Marsha. No, sweetie. Stop putting everything on Carly. The argument that him and Nina are having pales in comparison. Pales. It don't even crack the top 20 of the blowouts that Carly and Sonny done had over the years. This was child's play compared to the arguments Carly and Sonny done had. So she need to stop comparing herself. Stop comparing y'all's situation to his situation with her, because it's not the same. It's totally different. That's what annoys me about Nina. Like, she lives in this delusional ass bubble, and it's like, girl, stop. Be a boss and handle your business. Stop worrying about Carly all day. Just stop. Like, it's annoying at this point. You know, at the end of the day, Sonny told her the real. He said, listen, whether, you know, you like it or not, whether I like it or not, Carly's a part of my life. You know what I'm saying? Whether Carly likes it or not, we're going to be intertwined. And it's true. Carly, you know, currently trying to play Miss Hardass, you know, oh, I don't want Sonny around me. I don't want nothing to do with him. Well, guess what? At the end of the day, you still holding his last name. You still living in the house that he bought. You're the mother of his children. Y'all share a grandchild. Whether you like it or not, y'all are intertwined. Because Nina talking about, oh, she going to cast a huge shadow over us. Of course she going to cast a huge shadow over you. What do you think? You're sleeping with her ex-husband. You own her half of the hotel now. Duh. She's always going to be a fixture in your life because you keep trying to get everything that was hers. Get your own. Like, get your own shit. Why you riding hers? I'm just saying. Like, let's be real. So anyway, Miss Jocelyn. Woosah. Jocelyn. I was so over her. I really was. I understand she legally an adult, but if she was to talk to me the way she just talked to Carly, I would have knocked her into another family. I gotta keep it real. I would have knocked her into a whole nother dimension. Like, who is you talking to? Calling people idiots and stuff. Girl, she's sitting there talking about, oh, Dex must be an idiot or Jason must have been an idiot or whatever to sit there and make all these sacrifices for Sonny over the years. And then got the nerve to say, oh, no offense, mom. Usually when somebody say no offense or some shit like that, that means they're about to offend you. I'm just putting it out there. Whenever somebody say no offense or no disrespect, you're about to be offended or you're about to be disrespected. Let's just put it out there. She was like, oh, that kind of makes you an idiot for standing by his side all this time. Jocelyn, if your mama's an idiot, Jason's an idiot, and Dex is an idiot, what the hell are you? Because up until recently, Jocelyn stood by Sonny's side, correct? Up until recently, Jocelyn name dropped him just to scare Esme. Did she not? This is what I'm talking about. She's a mini Carly because this is the same stuff Carly does. And Diane called Carly out on this a few years back. She was like, listen, you use Sonny's reputation, his influence, his power. You use it when it suits you. But when it don't suit you at that moment, oh, you don't want nothing to do with it or him. And that's exactly what Jocelyn's doing. Oh, he tore our family apart. Her and Michael are really bugging out, going after this man, all because he slept with Nina. All because they feel like, oh, he chose Nina. Like, y'all bugging out over that? Oh, that shows what he thinks about us. Oh, he don't feel nothing for us. Oh, he don't care about us. Oh, please. Give me a damn break. Just play the violin at this point. God, she's so whiny. She's sitting there, oh, why should Sonny get away with this and stuff like that? If Jocelyn was so concerned about Felty and what Sonny was doing to Felty, why didn't she run down those stairs and try to help Felty? Why didn't she call an ambulance, a paramedic or something to see if he needed some medical attention or something, if he was beaten? Why not do that? She did not one time try to help that man, but yet you're so worried about what Sonny's doing. Oh, he shouldn't be doing that. But you didn't lift a finger to help that man, though. You just ran out with your little video, threatening to go to the police. So that tells me Jocelyn, she just selfish. She cares about herself. She's just lashing out at Sonny because she feels he hurt her mother. Like, okay, stay out of grown people business. You know what I'm saying? Like, Carly need to put that girl in her place. Like, and Carly basically told her, you need to let this feud with Sonny go. Because Carly know, deep down Carly know, if you keep pushing Sonny, eventually he's gonna push back. And that's what they're doing. They're pushing him to the point where he's about to lash out. And we all know when Sonny lashes out, it's never really good. So she might want to back up because this is a fight that you won't win. So Jocelyn needs to chill out and control herself. And her focus right now shouldn't even be on Sonny. Her focus should be on Trina in this trial and trying to help her friend. That's where her focus should be. So anyway, moving on from that. I mean, Rory, I'm glad Rory is by Trina's side and stuff. In my opinion, he shouldn't have to apologize for his testimony because everybody gave testimony that did not look good for Trina. It wasn't just him. And in my opinion, none of them should apologize for it because they were all under oath. You know, they can't perjure themselves. They had to be honest about the events. You know what I'm saying? So Rory definitely shouldn't have to apologize. Even Taggart seemed like he's softening up towards Rory when they were sitting next to each other and stuff. Taggart pretty much was like, I'm glad that you're my daughter's friend and stuff like that, but me and you ain't friends yet. I said, well, the key word was yet. He did say yet, so there's still hope. Keep hope alive. And Rory was like, I hear you loud and clear. I like it. I like Rory and Trina together. I really do. I could definitely see something between them. Ava had to be all nosy, talking about something. Oh, so what's going on with you and Rory? Y'all just friends? Trina was like, we'll figure that out after the trial is over. I feel her on that, because depending on how the trial goes, that's going to determine what's next for Trina in her love life and stuff. But I could definitely see her with Rory. I know a lot of people still want to see her with Spencer, but I don't know. I'm just feeling her and Rory right now. Like, I really am. The ADA pretty much was trying to chew Rory out because she was like, oh, how does this look? You supporting Trina and stuff, and you're an officer of the law, and you're supporting her. ADA, go chew on a mothball or something. Like, go mind your business. First of all, he's there. He could support whoever he want, obviously, because he feels she's innocent. So why don't you go mind your little business and go be pressed somewhere else? Like, that woman is irritating my soul. Like, she really is. That ADA got a hard on for Trina, and I really don't understand why. I don't get it. It's like that ADA, it's like she's, trying to make a career out of this or something. Like she's trying to advance her career maybe through Trina. I don't know, but she just seemed like she got a little issue. And I don't know what's going on with Robert, but last time I checked, he's still the DA, so he need to get his ADA under control. I'm just saying. Like, he really do, because I don't know what's going on with Robert, but he need to correct his people. So anyway, moving on from that, Jordan was with Portia and Curtis and stuff, and Jordan sitting there telling Curtis, oh, is there anything that I should know about this investigation that you're doing? Sweetie, there's a lot you should know. If you were a competent police commissioner, you would know everything Curtis knows already. But competence isn't the PCPD strong suit, I see. So, Curtis had to bring her up to speed on what was going on with the bartender and all that type of mess and whatnot. And how he wound up in the hospital. Because they pretty much suspect that Esme did it, but they can't prove it yet. And Jordan was like, well, shit, if she did this, then that's attempted murder. That's a huge charge, which it is, She's definitely responsible for that. Spencer's whole plan is just falling by the wayside. Like, he came up in there talking about time's up. Basically trying to tell Esme, you need to do something. Like, you need to clear Trina's name right now. Esme, I had a feeling she wasn't going to go for it. She managed to clean up her mess by getting rid of that bartender for the time being. And Nicholas ended up getting her back into Spring Ridge. So now that she's officially back into the internship at Spring Ridge, she's already making that phone call. I need to see Ryan Chamberlain immediately. Like, she ain't wasting no time picking up that phone. She ain't wasting no damn time picking up that phone. She said, I got my Spring Ridge intern. Let me call him. I need to talk to Papa. I need to know what's going on. See, by Nicholas doing what he did, that was bad for Spencer's plan. Because if she gets in there to talk to Ryan, she's going to inquire about her mother. And he's going to end up telling her basically that Spencer is full of shit. That her mother, he didn't find her. Like, that's what she needs. She needs that proof, that Spencer's playing her. And I had a feeling that this was going to happen. That his plan was going to blow up in his face. It was a good effort. He had her rattled for a minute, so I am impressed with that. But he should have worked a little harder on this one, because I'm like, it's just falling by the wayside, and mostly thanks to his damn father. Nicholas so damn whipped, little fool. But I had a feeling Esme wasn't going to do this, because Esme was like, listen, there's no way for me to get Trina off without implicating myself. And Spencer basically told her, you're a master manipulator, figure it out. But I knew she wasn't going to fall for it. I knew she wasn't going to fall for it. Spencer thought that he had her where he wanted her. I'm like, yeah, at one point you did. But now your daddy done fucked that up, so you can blame him. So now Nicholas comes up with this brilliant idea, and he tells Ava, let's call off the divorce. Life is too short to be playing these games. Sir, you are the last one that should be talking about games. Like, because their divorce papers had showed up. And they were talking about destroying them later. I have a feeling once this information comes out about him and Esme, Ava might want to hold on to those divorce papers. Like, he might want to hold on to those. Because when he confronted Esme, he basically told her that she seemed like she was itching to tell Ava and Spencer about him and her sleeping together. And he was happy that it didn't have to come to that point or whatever. Like, Esme was talking about, oh, thankfully it didn't have to get to that point. I'm like, Nicholas, when are you going to get some balls? I hate that the writers are writing him like this. Because this ain't the Nicholas I know. Like, the old Nicholas would have squashed that girl like that. Like, he would have shut her down. And the fact that he's just going along with everything, like, good Lord, Nicholas. You just letting this girl eat you alive right about now. So anyway, I love that little moment between Ava and Carly. Like, Ava was definitely trying to be funny. Like, she walked up and was like, oh, I heard that you're no longer, co-owner of the Metro Court. She said, now that you got all this free time on your hand, if you want to spend more time with Avery, I could facilitate that for you. And I love that Carly kind of shot back at her and was like, shit, you shouldn't be worried about me. She said, look at your family. She said, you live in a home with a stepson that hates your guts, with he got a girlfriend that put your good friend Trina in this position, and you got a husband who can't fucking man up. I was applauding Carly in that moment, because I definitely agreed with her. I said, that is true, Ava. You need to clean up your house. I love me some Ava, but you need to clean your backyard. You need to sweep around your own front yard, because your husband can't man up. And I totally agree with Carly on that one. I love that little dig. Like, that little back and forth between them I loved it. It was epic. I always love the scenes between Carly and Ava, because when you see Carly and Ava together, you're gonna get that realness. Like, you're gonna get it. They're gonna give it to you every time. And I was here for it. It sucks that Portia can't be in the courtroom with them and whatnot, because she has a surgery or something like that she has to deal with, so she can't be there. But I'm pulling for Trina. I feel like Trina gonna find a way to beat this. Somebody gonna get her out of this mess. Some way, somehow, somebody gonna get her up out of this. Anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought. And I will see you all later. Have a great night. Peace.